Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here.
New Mano!
And we have a special guest host, comedian, actor, host, author. Finesse Mitchell is here.
I'm in the building. I'm here.
Yes, he's here. We're lucky to have you in town because you're going to actually be in Nyack.
Yes, I will be in West Nyack tonight, tomorrow. The comedy club is called Levity Live. It's in the big mall. I think that's the only thing there in that city to do.
Dope. Everybody goes to Levity. Every comedian. Who was here last time? I think maybe Ida Rodriguez.
Ida Rodriguez.
Yeah, she was there. All right, it's also the 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Happy birthday.
Hip hop turns 50. We shouldn't even be at work.
No.
It's a holiday. It should be an international holiday.
But we are going to have a good time. Fab Five Freddy actually is going to be joining us later.
Nice.
Alongside Dr. Brandy McNeil. She works with the New York Public Library. And, Fab Five Freddy was the first ever host of Yo MTV Raps. Mm-hmm. He did the movie Wild Style, which is a classic hip-hop movie.
Yep.
It might have been the first hip-hop movie, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So that's a special day. Mano, you wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for hip-hop.
Yeah. That's a scary thought.
For who? For
me.
us? Oh.
Or what I could be doing.
Yeah,
it saved a lot of lives.
Saved a lot of lives.
Saved a lot of lives.
Saved my life.
I wonder when stand-up comedy was born.
A very, very, very long time ago when they came out with the 10 Commandments and they said, you want us to not do what? And no, I don't know.
Let me see. I'm gonna do a deep dive and find out.
Lenny Bruce and back in the day, I don't know. As old as I go, probably Flip Wilson is my first recollection of black comedy.
Oh, in the 1840s.
1840s?
Minstrel shows.
Oh, what?
Minstrel.
Yeah.
What?
That's when black people use blackface.
You had to have a sense of humor.
Oh man.
1800s.
I don't think they had no choice but to make people laugh.
Make us laugh.
Make us laugh or get out there in that field.
That has to be the worst thing you could say to a comedian. Make us rap. Make us
say
laugh.
something funny.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I hate. Say something funny.
Say something. People do that?
Still to this day.
That could lead into a fight.
What do I look like? You're
a comedian.
Do I look
funny.
Do I look like your entertainment?
Like a joke to you?
Yeah, like a joke.
All right, well, let's start the show off the way we always do on the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Shine a light on them. 800-292-5150 is a number. Call us up and let us know who you want to shine a light on. And we have a world premiere for you guys. It is DJ Khaled featuring Lil Baby, Future, and Lil Uzi Vert. Supposed to be loved. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
We gon' light the block up. I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here. You Mano.
Yeah, my drop is unstoppable.
And my friend Vanessa Mitchell is here too.
You always hold me down. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you for the invite.
I'm so glad to see you. And we're going to shine a light on him as you're our special guest today. Because Mano's always here. He's like part of this. So sorry, Mano. Vanessa, would you like to shine a light on?
I'm going to shine a light on to my baby moms, Idris DeBarge.
Your wife.
Yeah, the wife. Well, I'm in New York. I was trying to, I wanted to feel, I'm sorry.
That's the accent too right there.
I was trying. I've been watching Power and, all that stuff. Anyway, yeah. Great woman, 2 kids. She does everything I don't do, and so
he was telling us a great story about her. Maybe he'll tell it later, but how she really, really holds him down. So.
Yes,
but that's dope. Idris, he was definitely talking about you and saying how phenomenal you are and how you saved his life.
Yeah, she did, and I didn't know it because that's how God works.
All right, well, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150 is the number. Joshua, how are you?
I'm good, Angela. How you feeling this morning?
I'm good, thank you. Who would you like to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my girl, Ashley, today, her 27th birthday. She's 27 and fine like a glass of wine.
Oh, what you gonna do for her?
Oh, we got a lot planned. We got a trip going down to Florida coming up soon, so, I'm going to surprise her with a couple of things out there.
Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, I love it. All right, well, happy birthday, Ashley.
All right. I appreciate it, Angela.
No problem, thank you.
All right.
Hey, Gabby, how are you?
Hi, Angela.
Hi, what's good, girl?
How you doing?
I'm good.
I actually met you a few months ago at I know Cassie was there. It was like a face.
Oh, okay, that was for Butter Skincare.
Yeah, Better Skincare. Yeah, and I was talking to you, and you was dropping gems, and I was really grateful for the experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just want to give a shout out to you for the fact that you branched off into bigger and better things, and I want to give a shout out to my family.
All right. You're so dope. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad I had a chance to speak to you in person, and thank you so much for listening to Way Up with Angela Yee and calling in.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right. Make sure you come to Angela Yee Day, August 27th.
August 27th? All right, I'll pop out.
It's a free event outside the Barclays.
Okay, no problem.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, bye.
All right, well, that was Shine a Light on Them. 800-292-5150 is the number. In case you couldn't get through, you can always call for last word. And when we come back, we have Yeetie, Tory Lanez. He is breaking his silence and speaking out. We'll tell you about the statement after being sentenced to 10 years in the Megan Thee Stallion shooting case. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here.
Yep.
Finesse Mitchell is here.
Finesse Mitchell's in the building, comedian extraordinaire.
Now, Finesse, I got to ask you, the word
Yes.
finesse, right?
Yes.
Did
Many people take it now. I just can't do nothing about it.
Right,
I
because
can't
that's
do
really your
nothing.
name.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, that's your born name.
It is now. I'm saying it is. Don't Google me, y'all. It isn't.
But I feel like, did it always mean like to finesse somebody? Was that always like, even from when you first started in comedy, was it always used how it's used now?
When I went to the University of Miami, it was sort of like that drumline movie when I approached the head AKA and I was trying to holler and it wasn't going nowhere because she knew I was lying. I was like, y'all ladies need a tour. And she was like, yeah, right. What's that building? I was like, that's the library. She said, that's the cafeteria. Shut up. You're a freshman. But then somebody else walked up and said, who's this? And she said, this Mr. Finesse.
Oh, okay. That's how it happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I was playing ball, and Miami, we was whooping. We was the.
He's trying to figure out how to say it without There's a list of words you can't say.
A list of words, but we was dope in the '90s. Win the championship.
You can say dope.
Yeah, and then I'm in the locker room, and it's Texas, Florida boys. I'm from Atlanta, and somebody said, "Yo, buddy, what's your name?" And I wasn't about to say Alfred,
so you said Finesse.
So I said Finesse. I said it with a question mark. I said Finesse, and they was like, "Oh, that's smooth, buddy. I like that." And then once they started saying it, then
okay.
That was it.
Well, Finesse is here.
Finesse is here. Transition into comedy. That was it.
All right. Well, let's talk about Tory Lanez and the Yeetie. Now, he has put out a statement to the Umbrellas after he was sentenced in the Megan Thee Stallion shooting. The Umbrellas, for you guys that may not know, are his fans. He said, I've never let a hard time intimidate me. I will never let no jail time eliminate me. Regardless of how they try to spin my words, I've always maintained my innocence, and I always will. This week in court, I took responsibility for all verbal and intimate moments that I shared with the parties involved. That's it. In no way, shape, or form was I apologizing for the charges I'm being wrongfully convicted of. So he just wanted to put that out there, because some people felt like he was saying, oh, he did it and apologizing, but no, he was just saying I shouldn't have done the things that I did after. Oh, all right. T.I. just walked in.
That was a good, clean walk there. Walked in like a ghost or something.
As the 50th anniversary of hip hop, we definitely.
My brother Tip just pulled up.
Oh, look, and T.I.'s here, and two people who are in the same field he's in are in here too, a comedian and a hip hop artist.
Yeah, he mastered both lanes.
I was running the Laugh Factory for a little while, and T.I. was out there, and he was doing his West Coast run, and he was like, yo, can I get some stage time or whatever? And as new comedians, you're like, yeah, you can go up first. And he was like, yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
Whoop, whoop.
And then I was like, why? I said, yeah, just do 10 minutes because we got booked comedians. They're going to do the show. He was like, yeah, I should go last. And I was like, well, why are you going to go last? He was like, I'm probably going to do about 30 minutes. And I'm in my head, I'm like, does he know how this is supposed to go? But at the end, I was just like, hey, man, do 30 minutes, you're going last.
Hey, but check this out, though. So the thing was, so I knew, the first joke, how to get started is usually like a tough thing for people to learn. But for me, my dismount, I ain't know how to get off. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I would, and a lot of my comedy style is telling stories, and so it get a little lengthy.
Yeah,
I'm loquacious.
Right.
Loquacious.
Didn't know how to stop. My God didn't know how to stop.
Nah, I ain't had no breaks.
Yeah.
But I heard it's going well. You're selling out on the road. You got the Mafia.
Are you gonna do like a whole special? Are we ready for an hour special?
I'm working on it right now. But we will be in Philly. We'll be in Philly, I think, the 17th, 18th, 19th, man, at the Helium.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I would invite you to come out there tonight with me and Levity Live, but I know I won't be on my own show if you come out there because you're going to do an hour.
Hey, man, I actually got to go to Vegas tonight, man, but I would take you up on that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to hit you up. We'll do some stuff.
Absolutely. Love to, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt y'all.
Nah,
man.
it's all good. It's all good. It's all
Yes.
good.
You know, Angela tried to tell me Mano used to be a menace. And I said, that ain't how
What?
you walked in
Oh,
here.
man.
This is
All
smooth.
you said is Google Mano
What?
fight,
What?
and you'll see all the
Stop
videos.
it, please. Stop it. Stop it.
So
Angela.
imagine Mano and T.I.
I have no idea of none of that.
Yeah,
I
he
have no
don't-
idea of any of
And,
these
that,
activities
and
you
people
speak
know
of.
how close me and Tip is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so close that he has no idea.
No
I
idea.
have absolutely no
No
idea.
idea.
You know what I mean? He's
This
so
man was at my
close.
wedding, man.
That's right.
Man was at my
Double
wedding.
wins and not tied.
Yeah, I had the ties
Yeah.
tied and everything. man.
I would say y'all have been in some spaces together.
That's right.
That are
That's right.
legendary.
My God.
All right, well, that is your UT. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we talk about
Happy
what
hip hop
we did
Tip.
Man,
Salute,
yeah,
bro.
happy
We love you in the
anniversary,
air.
last
You
night.
know
Thank
that,
you,
bro.
Tip, for stopping by on the 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Right.
Already.
Still
You
hasn't done the way
did.
up with Angela Yee, but maybe one day, you know.
Man,
He'll
hey, man,
come
just
back,
put
definitely.
put the call
Come
in.
on, he do it.
It's way up.
So, about last night.
Last night.
Here's how it went down.
Yes, it is way up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here.
They know it.
Mano.
Yeah.
Finesse Mitchell is here.
Finesse Mitchell was in the building, everybody.
Yes, stand-up comedian, but also an actor and an author.
Actor.
And this is About Last Night. Now, when did you get in town, Finesse?
Last night.
Okay, so did you do anything or you just went to sleep?
I went to sleep.
Isn't that a good feeling sometimes?
Yeah, absolutely. At this age, definitely.
You should try it, Mano.
Doing what? Sleeping?
Yeah, go to sleep at night because you were out.
This is crazy.
What?
I really don't sleep that much through the night. Mm-hmm. I was out. I went to Apple event. Me and Jim Jones. Shout out to my brother Jim Jones.
All
We went over
right.
there.
Lobby Boys.
Lobby Boys. Hung out with Tracy T. Shout out to Tracy T and Cash Doll.
Okay, oh, I love it. Cute couple.
Yeah,
Cash
definitely.
Doll.
Ran into TT Torres. She told me she listens to the show.
Okay,
Wanted me to
TT.
shout her out. Shout out to TT Torres.
Hey, TT.
She loves the
What's
show.
up, TT?
All right.
Definitely.
All right, well, that's dope.
Yes.
What was the Apple event?
50-year, hip hop event.
Okay. All right. A lot going on.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I actually was on a 2-hour Zoom. But it was an interesting one. It was a good one. So there's this prize called the Just Brooklyn Prize. And so what they do is they pick 5 different small businesses that have to do with social justice, that actually help the community, and they give them grants. So each of those businesses gets a $20,000 grant. So I'm on the committee to help pick who's going to get this money.
Mm-hmm.
And so they narrowed it down to 10 different organizations, and then we chose the 5. And I want to say something like that is really hard to do. I remember Angie Martinez was talking about how she had the opportunity to be a judge on American Idol. And that's hard because while it's exciting to give money to people and for people to win, it's also heartbreaking when you're like, man,
You can't win.
this is a tough decision because
Right.
everybody in that top 10 could have, all made it far enough that they
Right.
deserved to get that money, because I think like over 600 people
They were all
applied.
that good.
Yeah, they were all amazing. Like when you hear some of the things that these organizations are doing, as far as helping people connect to lawyers when they get arrested right away. So, and that's a free service, or helping people keep their homes. A lot of times when gentrification happens, they'll try to take your home from you and trick you out of your home. So there's funds set up to help people with that. Just all different kinds of services. Black maternal health care, making sure that doulas are paid for by insurance, or making sure that you can have access to a doula if you're pregnant to help you throughout that process and after. Just all these things that really are supportive to people. And so it was so hard to choose who was going to get that money, but it was a committee of us, so we had to come together and vote and figure out what 5 organizations were going to get those grants. But they haven't
I
announced.
definitely know how to
Yeah.
make it easier next time.
How?
Kickbacks.
No.
Who gonna give you the
Oh my
kickback,
gosh,
Angela?
Finesse.
You got to get paid, baby. This is ATL, baby. We in the house. That's how we do it in the A.
I'm gonna tell you this part.
Yeah.
If you had any type of affiliation or anything with any of them, you had to recuse yourself from that part of the voting.
Yeah.
And
Ain't
so,
got to know.
But see, that's how
oh
we.
my gosh.
Don't y'all
See?
get tired of playing by the rules?
That's right. No
That's
rules.
how the Republicans win all the time. They don't care about rules.
All right. Well, that's why your name is Finesse.
Yeah.
And,
I'm definitely getting 10% if I give you a grant. That's how that works.
Mana, we already know what it is.
You know what I'm about.
We already know what it is. But that is About Last Night. Now, when we come back, This is a segment that happens on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This actually happens to be Mano's favorite segment.
Okay.
And Finesse, I feel like you're going to grow to love this.
All right.
But this is Tell Us a Secret. So people get to call in and, just put some things out there.
Deepest, darkest secrets.
And we don't judge them. So that's the hard part, right? When someone calls up and tells you something.
Don't judge.
And you're like, you did what? You can't do that. You got to have the game face and be like, all right, well, thank you for sharing with us.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's anonymous.
Right.
So if you want to go in another room and call in.
Yeah, I'm good. I saw what you be doing to people on your podcast, what they be showing and expressing, and I'm like, I'm just going to.
Oh, man, check out
lit.
that latest one with 4. But 800-292-5150 is a number. Call us up and tell us a secret. Again, that's 800-292-5150.
I got
Tell us a secret.
I got no secrets.
It's way up.
It's a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
Yes, it is way up with Angela Yee. What's up? I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here.
What's happening?
Vanessa Mitchell is here.
I'm in the building. Angela, I got to get me some more chains to be hanging out with you.
What?
All the dudes in here got
DJ Will just walked
everybody
in.
coming
DJ
in with
Will.
crazy chains.
It's the 50th anniversary
It's
of
hip hop.
hip-hop.
It's a holiday. We feeling ourselves today.
You know what it is. But let's see if y'all feeling yourselves, all right? Because it is time for Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150 is a number. And y'all know the rules. Well, I don't know if Finesse knows the rules, but the rules are you cannot judge anybody. And people remain anonymous so they can tell us absolutely anything. And they definitely can and will. It's hard for Mano not to judge. He feels like it's his
I'm
responsibility.
not a judger. I just give them real talk. They want it. They want the real. And plus, a lot of these people, they want your response. They want to know what you think about some of the things that they've done.
Plus, y'all be hyping him up in the comments, okay?
They love it, baby.
800-292. Oh, gosh. 5150. Again, anonymously. Let's hear what you have to tell us a secret. Anonymous caller, how are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
What's good? You want to tell us a secret? No judgment, guys.
So, I was messing with this girl.
You did what?
No.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I was messing with this girl and she burnt me. She gave me chlamydia. So I had left her alone, but she blocked me. So I don't know if she knows if she got it or not. But
So she gave it to you?
And then blocked you?
Yeah, I left her alone before I knew.
Oh, so she blocked you because you stopped talking to her.
No,
and then
she
you
blocked
found out.
because she knew she gave it to him.
And then afterward, when he found out he had it.
You tried to get back in touch with her.
Yeah, she might have blocked him for
she knew.
ghosting her.
Nah, she knew. She knew. Did she know that she gave it to you?
I don't know. I ain't talked to her.
Did she block you because you ghosted her?
Well, maybe. That's what I think she blocked me for. I don't know.
Ooh.
Go to her house.
Send her a Cash App request, and then the Cash App request be like, for the chlamydia you gave me.
Dang.
A lot of women don't know they're carrying. A lot of women don't know they're carrying chlamydia. Dudes know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you find out if you give it to someone and then they call you.
I mean, that's what I heard. Dudes know. I don't. I
have no idea how they would know.
I don't know how.
No idea.
So, how did you? Were you burning? Like that's how you found out?
Nah, you don't burn. Well, I don't know. Go ahead, sir.
You could. Nah, you can tell. You can tell when you pee. Like it just be coming out like two different places, something like that.
Oh, that happened to you, Finesse? Is that how you tell?
I think I was a victim of this back in college, and so if I remember correctly, yes, when you pee, your spray can go different directions because you're a little pussy up top.
Ooh,
which blocks the urethra.
And by the way, we can't say pussy.
I'm trying my best. I'm thinking as I talk.
Why you don't DM her?
I ain't trying to reach out no more.
Yeah. Oh, he said, look, I'm good now. Done. Well, at least it was curable, so I'm glad
get to take the pills for 2 weeks, once a day, and drink the cranberry juice. This is what I'm hearing. You know what I mean?
And they give you a shot in your butt too.
You could have kept that to yourself.
A shot in your butt? Is that true?
I have no clue.
Okay. That might have been something else you had, too.
All
right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Nah.
Yeah, thank you.
And as you can see, you're not the only one. Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. We're good here. We're not going to judge you. We're ready to hear your secret.
So, a little while back, I had a girl that cheated on me, and she lied about it the whole time. So, eventually, I came up with the idea that every time I see her car, I'm putting sugar in it. It might not be her car, but I don't care.
It might not be her car?
You petty, man. Why would you do that?
Now, why would she cheat?
Why would she
But wait,
cheat?
the problem I have is what about all these innocent people's cars?
They'd be all right.
What?
Gosh.
Do you have a car?
Sure do.
And so how would you feel if somebody put sugar in your car?
My car in the garage.
Oh, man.
No,
He's
but
a
you didn't have her
dirty dude.
license plate number or anything to make sure you're targeting the right person?
Nah, she's the only one person I know that got like a pink steering wheel.
Okay.
So let me ask you the question that we all want to know. Are you just randomly walking around with a pound of sugar in your pocket just in case you run up on her car?
That's a good point.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I keep a pound of sugar in the back seat of my car. So if I'm driving around and I do see the car, it's right there on
Petty,
site.
dude.
Yeah.
There's ants all in
There
your
might
car.
be something wrong with you.
Yeah.
All right, well, I can't wait till you move on and find somebody else so you can forget about this.
Oh, I did. It's more fun to keep messing with people.
All right. Well, thank you for calling.
You're welcome anytime.
Anytime. Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
Hey, how are you, Angela?
Finesse Mitchell's here. Mano's here. They're not going to judge you. Do you want to tell us a secret?
Yeah, basically, I had sexual intercourse with my BM mother.
How did you do that?
With his penis.
No, like how did you get her to do that? Did you do them all both together?
No. Actually, my BM told me to go drop some value off to her mother. You know, her mother smokes, so when I went to do it, one thing led to another. She gave me a compliment. I'm a Leo. A compliment could lead to engagement.
Yeah.
I'm not judging, sir.
Yeah.
I'm not judging,
Okay.
sir. You did what you had to do. You
so
know?
you only did it once?
Nah.
Yeah. My cousin married to her now, so I don't.
Oh, my gosh.
You might have to give you a legendary status, man.
What?
You're a legend, man.
You introduced her to your cousin?
Yeah, I
I
actually
knew you
did that.
did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do your cousin know that you slammed her?
Yeah, I told him we honest.
Okay, and he married her.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
listen,
cool.
Listen, man.
That's a
Look,
close-knit
man.
family right
They
there.
like, that's right. They like it. We love it.
Well, thank you for calling.
I hope she don't put no sugar in your gas tank.
Thanks for sharing
Thanks,
with
y'all.
us.
Love y'all, man. Much appreciation.
Love you too. All right, well, that was Tell Us a Secret. And in case you couldn't get through, 800-292-5150 is the number. Y'all did a good job of not judging.
Yeah.
It was nothing to judge,
Right.
though.
Manu, I wish you would have shared your story also.
About what?
Chlamydia.
No, I don't have a story about that.
All right, when
At
we come
all.
back, we have Yeetie, and let's talk about Missy Elliott. It is the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and she is number 1 on the list of 150 best hip hop music videos. We'll tell you what she had to say. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
She about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here.
Yep. New Mano.
Yes, and Finesse Mitchell is here.
I'm Morgan Freeman, and I'm here.
Comedian,
The voice.
actor.
Got the voice.
Yeah, that's
Oh, wow.
I'm at that Levity Live this weekend, people.
Yes.
West Nyack.
West Nyack,
Come get
Friday,
these
Saturday,
jokes.
and Sunday, in case anybody wants to go. I'm trying to figure out which day I'm going. But let's get into some Yeetie. Missy Elliott, according to the list of the best videos, hip-hop videos of all time, the 150 greatest hip-hop videos of all time, Missy Elliott is number 1. And I think that's very well deserved. Missy Elliott used
Absolutely.
to have, like, honestly, she has the most creative videos, her dancing,
Yeah.
her styling, all
Yeah.
of that. So,
Hands down.
Pioneer.
yeah, so congratulations to her. Super Duper Fly was the song, The Rain. And she said, fun fact, I had to go to a gas station in Brooklyn to get air in this blow-up suit, and the suit blew up so big I couldn't fit in the car, so I had to walk back to set down the street in this outfit in Brooklyn, and people was riding past like she must be high.
Wow. and it became an iconic scene. That video was crazy. Classic.
Yes, so this is all according to Rolling Stone, so shout out to everybody that was
Work It
involved.
was my favorite video.
And yeah, that's a great
That's my
video
favorite
too.
one.
Now, June Ambrose said, wow, well deserved. And she shouted out Missy, Hype Williams, Mona Scott, Sylvia Ronan, all the creators involved in this production. Because clearly, you know, June Ambrose is like the best stylist ever. So she was involved in that too. All right. So other people on that list, Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion made the list with WAP. They were number 23. Missy Elliott made it again at number 25 with Work It. Just as a FYI. So congratulations to everybody.
That's when they used to spend like $3 million.
Millions.
Yeah, it was millions on video.
Man, Hype Williams was caking up.
Yeah, let me see that. Let me see
From that, you want
list.
to see the whole list?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me give this
Millions
to me.
on videos alone.
Number 2 was Public Enemy, Fight the Power, Busta Rhymes, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. Number 4, Beastie Boys, Sabotage. And number 5, Outkast, B.O.B., Bombs Over Baghdad. All right, Now let's talk about your guy, one half of the Lobby Boys, Jim Jones. He is saying that the Locks gave him COVID. Here's what he said on the preview for Drink Champs.
I called COVID active verses after the verses. That was the only time.
Talking about the locks gave you COVID.
The locks gave me COVID. On top of everything that night, they gave me COVID. I couldn't win for nothing.
That's one of the funniest verses ever.
That was the biggest verses, I think.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Was crazy.
Styles P was. Listen, there were some moments in there.
Yeah, that was a real moment for the city.
Did you watch that, Finesse?
You know, it gave me chills when Jada Kiss did the whole talk intro of where I'm on my block, where they be at, we outside, and then went into the actual song of whatever that song was.
Yeah, there's a freestyle.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, too. When I remember we had a conversation, right? Dipset versus the Locks before, and I was like, I'm going to be honest, the Locks are going to be more organized.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
And that's really what it, no shade to anybody, but, you know, I just felt
if you're
like,
on the outside looking in and you're a fan of New York hip hop and you saw two groups like that, when I saw Jada Kiss and his boys, I was like, oh yeah, they talk before they actually went on stage.
They used to performing together a lot
they
more.
used to.
They have their routines.
Dipset definitely wasn't performing together.
Like they probably rehearsing and stuff like that.
Right, doing what you're supposed to do. All right, and speaking of Drink Champs, Akon says that he wore that fake Dior jacket. Remember, it said Drio and not Dior.
Akon must be stopped.
A lot of money.
He did it for a reason. Here's what he said.
Yo, just want to know, where did you get that Drio from?
Hey, listen, Drio came from one of my Africans. I knew that was going to raise engagement because I said, yo, let's just end up taking one person to notice and it's going to go crazy on the internet. And it did exactly what we wanted it to do.
Cap.
No.
Yeah.
Cap.
I was just thinking that.
I love that him and French is still cool, even after he gave French that fake watch. Yeah.
He gave who?
French Montana a fake watch. Akon must be stopped.
Akon must be stopped.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not in the headlines, but they are under the radar, and you still need to know them. Anyway, I'm Angela Yee, Mano, and Finesse Mitchell.
News. This is the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here. New Mano.
That's right, baby.
Finesse Mitchell is here.
Shout out to Mount Vernon. All the cousins, Judy Brown, Charlie Brown, Benny Brown.
Okay, Charlie Brown.
Yes, sir. I mean, yes, ma'am.
All right, and let's get into some of these under the radar stories. Now, in honor of Tell Us a Secret today, the guy who called in who had chlamydia, STI, sexually transmitted infections, are on the rise in the United States. But now there is a pill that you can take after sex that could help slow them down. It's called doxycycline, and it's a class of medications that's traditionally used.
You know all of, he know
all kind of issues.
That's it.
Yep,
that's it. Okay.
Now, traditionally, it's been used to treat bacterial STIs after you've been infected, but research suggests that if you take a dose of that drug, it can help prevent infections among men who have sex with men if taken within if taken within 72 hours after unprotected sex. I was waiting for that. Okay. So the number of syphilis cases in the U.S. are at their highest level in over 50 years, by the way. So this is something that perhaps can be done. And they've been still doing studies on this. So we're just, keeping you guys aware on how
what was the name of it?
Can be helpful. Doxycycline.
Yeah, that's it. That's that chlamydia.
It can help prevent chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, in gay and bisexual men and trans women. All right, striking screenwriters will resume negotiations with studios, and that's going to happen today.
Thank goodness.
All right, so the Writers Guild of America sent a message to their members yesterday saying they expect the studios will respond to their proposals. They met last week to discuss possibly restarting negotiations, but no dates were immediately set. And so now they said our committee returns to the bargaining table ready to make a fair deal, knowing the unified WGA membership stands behind us, and also from the ongoing support of our union allies. So it's been 101 days since screenwriters have been on strike.
Pray for us, Jesus.
It's getting rough.
Yeah.
Actors Guild, Screenwriters Guild, we all stand in solidarity. There's no way you can have AI write the scripts, be the on-camera lookalikes because they copied your face and your image, and then when your stuff gets when the things you write get renegotiated to a streamer. When you wrote it for CBS and you get a very small check.
Right. A one-time check.
Yeah, it's like...
That should be a whole separate deal.
It should be a separate deal.
You got to come back to the table and,
right.
and figure out how this works. Yeah.
It's and it's like the music biz. The streamers will say, well, we don't know how we don't know either how much money we're making. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You done figured
a lot.
it out. Yeah.
And the fact that Billy Porter had to actually sell his house. I mean, I look at him as somebody who's very successful. And so it just goes to show you, like, people are like, oh, we don't care about these rich people problems. No, everybody is not making the money that you think that they're making.
That is the main thing. Everybody's not making the money that people are making. Instagram and all that stuff. The pictures are nice, but it's not what the monthly income is.
Just because you're on TV don't mean you're rich.
No.
All right, now, speaking of rich, there's a deal that is bringing together 6 powerhouse labels under one umbrella. Coach is the parent company, and they're acquiring Versace, Michael Kors, Jimmy Choo, Kate Spade, Stuart Weitzman. All of them are going to be together. So
Coach is buying all of them.
So Tapestry, that's the luxury conglomerate headquartered in New York City, has announced its plans to acquire Capri Holdings. That's a competitor. It's an $8.5 billion deal, by the way. So Coach, Kate Spade, and Stuart Weitzman are all owned by Tapestry. And then Capri owns Versace, Michael Kors, and Jimmy Choo. So now they're all going to be under this Tapestry umbrella. So they did announce this acquisition yesterday after the merger was approved. So, yes.
Now watch people still pay triple for the Versace and Jimmy Choo, but it's all owned by Coach. Does that make any sense?
Well, the parent label of Coach.
Yeah, the parent Tapestry. Now it's all
Tapestry.
under the same umbrella. So there you have it. All right, and that is your Under the Radar. Now, you know we got the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, it is the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and Fab Five Freddy is going to be joining us today.
Legend.
Alongside the New York Public Library's Dr. Brandy McNeil. They have this whole 50th anniversary initiative going on at the New York Public Library as well. All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the room.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Mano is here. New
Mano.
And stand-up comic, actor, author, host, Finesse Mitchell is here.
I'm in the building. What's up, everybody?
What's up? Now, let's get into some Yee tea. Chris Tucker has announced his first stand-up comedy tour in over a decade.
Yes.
It's called Legend Tour.
Man!
It's a 30-city comedy tour, and he's going to be kicking that off September 8th in North Charleston, South Carolina.
Same time, man. Same time.
That's clearly Chris Tucker here in the studio with us.
Yeah.
All right. Now, next up, Tyrese. He's been having some issues, and he's suing Home Depot for $1 million. He said it's racial profiling. He went to go to the store, and he has 2 other plaintiffs, Eric Mora and Manuel Hernandez, and they're saying that he spent at Home Depot locations about $1 million in his lifetime. He wants that money in addition to punitive damages and a declaratory judgment declaring that Home Depot's actions violated California's Civil Rights Act.
He's fighting for his rights, man.
Now, if you want to know what happened...
He want the money back that he already spent?
Yes.
According to
Over lifetime.
Tyrese, he said that he waited in the vehicle for these 2 guys to complete their transaction with his credit card, and because fans started to notice that Tyrese was in the store. So he said he told the cashier that he would allow them to use his card to complete the purchase, but the cashier refused even after Tyrese came back in the store. All right, here's what he had to say on his live.
I was just in your store, ma'am. If you're going to talk to your manager, tell your manager the truth. I was just in the store, and I gave my guys my credit card in front of your staff and team member, and I walked off. Don't say that I'm not there with no ID. You can pull up the cameras. I was there 5 minutes ago. This is completely unnecessary.
Do you have a pro account?
Ma'am, should I have the CEO of Home Depot to call you tomorrow? Because he's my neighbor. He's my neighbor in Atlanta.
Big flex. Real big flex.
Yes, he posted this on YouTube so people could see what happened. The neighbor, okay? Don't make me listen.
Yo, we should go to Louis Vuitton. You should pull up over there and you hand me credit card and see if I could swipe something.
Listen, can
Without
somebody
an ID.
knock him out, please?
Let's knock him out. Come on, Crawford, knock Mano out.
I love Home Depot. I live in Home Depot.
Okay.
I'm always there. There are not that many people in Home Depot where you're going to feel overwhelmed as a shopper. So I don't know why you would even be like, oh, it's too many fans. I'm going to just go back to the car because the fans
In
are...
fairness, Home Depot do be crowded on the weekends when
On
everybody's doing their
weekends.
home projects.
He's fighting for his rights.
In New York, Home Depot is lit.
Oh, okay.
Not in Jersey.
Yeah, not in Jersey. It's lit because we don't have that many of them. All right, and I'm still alive. A little Tay. There were reports that her and her brother were dead, but apparently they are safe.
So this was a prank.
I'm still alive. So apparently, according to what they're saying, there's a statement that was provided to TMZ, and she said that those reports of her death were false. She also confirmed her brother was alive, and apparently they said their Instagram account was compromised by a third party and used to spread jarring misinformation and rumors. So much so to the point she said that even my name was wrong. My legal name is Tatiana, not Claire Hope.
Oh, yeah, this girl, yeah, she was pronounced dead.
I don't know that she was pronounced.
Not
Somebody
pronounced
put out a
dead, but
statement.
yeah. But
We reported on it.
I'm still
It's
alive.
R.I.P.
you know what? Somebody probably said, "Yo, that girl and the girl who said she saw the baby and had to go save the baby."
Oh, okay.
In Alabama.
Yes, yes.
Somebody probably had a long talk with her and said, "Yo,
Carly,
you can go to jail."
was it Carly Russell? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
for faking
Little Tay's
stuff.
former manager, by the way, is not buying that her social media was hacked. He said, because originally he said, I think she's still alive and I think it was fake. And he said, I don't believe anything that they say about the hacking. I'm glad that she's okay. So that's his response. And I saw when he first said to be wary of following this story when it was saying that her
That's
and her
the
brother.
former manager?
It was funny because the police was like, we don't have no record of nobody over
Yeah.
there with that name dying.
She owe him money. That's why he said that.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And you know it's a Friday, so you know what that means. There's new music out. And I love that Finesse and Mano have been talking about music behind the scenes all morning. And we're going to bring
It's
that to
fascinating.
you guys this afternoon. New Music Friday. When
I'm
we
getting
come back,
schooled.
it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Now back at it.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee on a Friday. And I'm here with Mano and Finesse. Finesse Mitchell.
Yes.
Do your ooh again.
Shout out to all the noops out there. Yo. I'm going to see y'all if y'all in the New York City area over there in West Nyack. Levity Live car, I can't even say because West Nyack. If you got a good car, come to West Nyack tonight, tomorrow, Sunday.
Good
I'm doing
car?
comedy shows. Yeah, good
car.
car if you can make it out
You
there.
make it out there.
Well, you
Without
can
breaking
Uber.
down.
Oh, yeah, Uber. Come on.
Lyft, yeah.
Come out there, get your drinks, get your laugh on. Let's have a good time. I'm in the city.
All right. Well, if you want to buy some CDs today, right?
CDs.
Remember, people used to actually go to the store.
Absolutely.
They used to
buy
sell
a
CDs
CD
after the show.
On a Friday. No more of that.
No. Now we give them thumb
more
drives
CDs.
and QR codes.
Okay. Well, new music that's out today. All right. So Reason has an album out today. It's called Porches. And of course, we got to play some Reason. Here is Gina August Alsina.
Hey, triple my work just to double the salary. Got it now, they tell me they proud of me.
That was hard.
Man, you mess with
I
it?
like that.
Yes, the Reason I think he's going to be here next week. We
I
were
like
trying
that.
to get him
Thumbs
up
up.
here before. And
Did you say August Alsina was on that?
no, it's called Gina August Alsina. Okay. Also out today, Trippie Redd, A Love Letter to You 5. And here is this song featuring Lil Wayne. It's called I'm Mad at Me.
Your birthday suit is real fashionable. I'm willing to let the past just be the past with you. Cause these.
All right. Also out today is Ride 49 for God 2. And this song is Viral featuring Lil Durk.
Why you say you silent? I know you was lying. I kept it 100 from the.
All right, that's the deluxe version. He's from New Orleans.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Also, G Perico, 7 Figures Later. No Name, Sandal is out today. And Karol G, Mañana Será Bonita. Bonito.
Bonita.
All right. You know we've been playing a new single from DJ Khaled featuring Little Baby, featuring Little Uzi Vert, Supposed to Be Loved all morning. That was our premiere this morning. Also, French Montana got a new song out. It's called Good Summer.
Can't
your body. Leave on a Tuesday.
Okay,
I like that.
you like that. That's a good summer.
That's that New Orleans bounce. That's that
And then
Fifth Ward weeby.
it got a little dance hall vibe to it. Also out today, Miguel and Lil Yachty, number 9. That single is out. Bia and Luciano, Mami.
Duro, duro, I'm hitting harder than sumos. I got a wire in euros. I'm with the gang and it's plural.
Okay,
I love her
Bia,
voice.
get it, Bia.
I love people. I love that sound, that voice.
Yeah.
You know, that flow.
Your beer is dope.
What do you say behind the scenes? She's just like sexy, a little dirty, like a little.
But it's smooth.
Yeah.
It's like a dirty Sade.
A dirty Sade. We like that, Bia. Also, Sada Baby, Fresh, Sauce Walker, Dat Boyden, Money Man, Fear No Man, Yeet, Bigger Than Everything, and ESTG and Yo Gotti, Moments with Gotti.
I'm the king of the jungle, but they ain't vote me the leader.
Okay.
Down in Houston.
Yeah.
Listen, Finesse, we want to make sure you know about all the new music at all times. So every Friday, I'm going to FaceTime you and play you this segment of the show.
Yes, and I'm going to do some research.
Because
So
Finesse will be like, I don't know. And then you play, oh, yeah, I do know who that is. Yeah. But a lot of people are like that.
Yeah, if you over a certain age, you
There's a
don't
lot
know
of
the
music.
names.
Yeah.
And you don't know the songs.
Right.
Well,
but
listen,
you know the flow.
When we come back, we want to make sure people know Finesse Mitchell. So, man, we're gonna have a talk with Finesse. We told Finesse a lot about you. Now we're gonna hear a lot about him. What I say? I said Google.
Don't.
Okay,
Please
don't Google. Don't Google
Please.
Mano. But when we come back, you can Google Finesse Mitchell and you'll see all great things. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here.
They
No,
know
Mano!
You may know.
You know what's so funny about this? This is the break because Finesse Mitchell has been guest hosting this morning. He's a very funny comedian. He actually was a cast member on SNL previously also. And then, he does stand up. And now we're doing a break all about Finesse and he goes to the bathroom.
Yeah, because it was a break.
But he's
a real
back.
break.
Hey, Finesse.
What's up, Angela? How are you? Mano, what's up, homie?
What's happening?
All right, so Finesse, I want to make sure people know your whole story too, just as far as you as you're from Atlanta.
I'm from the ATL.
Yeah,
Yes.
You're from the ATL.
I thought I was going to play professional football. I went to the University of Miami on a walk-on scholarship. That did not happen because they played football for real. They were very fast and huge, and I realized I didn't want to get hit like that and
Right.
practicing that hot heat.
Well, it all worked out.
It all worked out. I thought I was going to be a rapper. I started interning at Luke Records.
You interned at Luke Records?
What? During the heyday.
You must have had a time.
I was in charge of putting H-Town in Comfort Inns and Best Westerns and
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that Tell Us a Secret makes so much more sense now from earlier.
You know how you do your promo tour, and I was putting them in nice hotels. I'll never forget. Hey,
you standing there too.
He gave me a list. Put them in there.
In the Comfort Inn.
Yeah, and
H-Town,
Remember
rockin' knocking the boots.
Yeah.
That's a classic song.
And I
to
was
this day.
so with the Diddy people and the LaFace people, they all wanted our gear because, of course, Luke had these peep show trinkets and stuff and posters and stuff. So I would just trade with whoever was in my position at different record companies. Anyway, I tried to be a rapper. That didn't work out. Then I was telling Mano one night.
What type of rap was it? Like, what would you have categorized it? Like, do a little verse. Do a verse for us.
I'm the F-I-N. I'm the F-I-N-E-double-S-E. I'm impressive. And ladies find me hard to handle because I'm aggressive. And if you can't handle aggression, then see you because I'm going to keep on stepping. I grew up quick for my age because of my past. I come hard with a blast that'll last. I don't know. That was it.
50th
nice.
anniversary of hip hop.
Yeah,
ladies.
50. So yeah. So then that's when I started telling jokes. I should have just freestyled for Mano because that was
so that was the actual rhyme right there.
That was a rhyme.
Clearly, yeah.
That was that.
That was me. That was just that wasn't no freestyle.
I mean, it's a while ago.
It's all good.
Yeah, that was 1992.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Did you get any traction back then with it, or?
No. No. I hated my voice. You know how sometimes you talk
and the way you hear yourself in your head, the way you hear yourself on record is different.
And I couldn't stand it.
Okay.
I literally took myself out of the business because I'm like, if that's how I sound,
I hate it.
When I should have just sounded like this, because Andre from 3000, you know, he's out like this. I should have just been talking like that, because they sold the Brazilian records.
Before Andre.
Yeah.
Could have been Andre.
Could have been Andre.
Just don't know when to stop, dude.
Okay, so stand up happens.
Yeah, and then I do an open mic night. I get a standing ovation during open mic night. I come back the next week with all my friends, and I wear a shirt and tie. I was excited, and I got... But it wasn't booed. It was just nobody said nothing.
Oof.
But I didn't know you were supposed to say the same stuff you said tonight. I just thought you'd get up there.
do something new.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's
So,
not how stand-up
was you
works.
already like a funny dude? Like you was always known for jokes?
Conversational funny, but
Right.
never stand-up.
Okay.
So it was literally a dare. It was literally like, I bet you won't go up there
And
on
you're like,
open
watch
mic
me.
night.
But you did good on open mic night.
I did.
And that's where it all started. Ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. Now, I know we don't have that much time to talk to you, but because it is the 50th anniversary of hip hop, but we're going to get back to you.
Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live. He was a cast
Co-hosted
member.
Wendy Williams show.
Most recently, I saw that.
Yes. Disney Channel, Ant Farm, played China's dad, but I've done every possible comedy show you could do.
Yeah,
Every
no,
time.
Finesse is amazing. He's been very consistent throughout the years. You had a special, you have a special on Showtime,
Yep.
as well.
I just finished another special, waiting for the strike to be over so I can sell it to somebody.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, well, y'all know it's available for everybody listening that need to buy. All right, get in line now. It is the 50th anniversary of hip hop, though. We do have Fab Five Freddy when we come back alongside Dr. Brandy McNeil. We're going to talk to them. She's from the New York Public Library, and they have something at the Schomburg that they're doing together, but we'll discuss a lot of the history of hip hop with Fab Five Freddy. He was their first ever host of Yo MTV Raps. We'll discuss when we come back. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
Yes.
And we have two great guests with us. We got the iconic Fab Five Freddy is here with us.
Happy to be here. Nice to see you.
And Dr. Brandon McNeil, I'm going to call you iconic as well.
In the Icon Club. For
Yes.
Two icons.
She's a Deputy Director of Digital Literacy, Workforce Readiness, Adult Education, ESOL, and Cultural Programs. That's for the New York Public Library.
That's a lot of titles.
Yes. And
Yeah.
it's the 50th anniversary of hip hop. You guys have been doing a lot. Fab Five Freddy, you've been doing so much. It's never stopped for you.
It's been a blessing. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of work to be done, and I've been doing the work.
Because you were the first ever host of Yo MTV Raps.
Yes, I was. Yeah. In the beginning of Yo MTV Raps, cable was still a kind of a new thing. Yo
I ain't
MTV
have it.
Raps
Yeah.
went on the air
Same.
in the
Not till
fall of
later.
'88. So a lot of Manhattan was wired, but I'm from Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, and Bed-Stuy wasn't fully wired yet. So I used to have to I had it in my contract, I'd get a couple of VHS tapes, one I'd keep, and one would go to my parents in Brooklyn so they could see what I'm doing. Like, look, I'm like,
I'm on
really?
TV.
I'm on TV. We did the show for about 7 years or so through that critical, golden era of hip hop.
I mean, listen, you have some of the most iconic interviews. And at the time that you're doing things, you don't even know in the future what that will turn out to be. You did Tupac's first ever interview.
Yeah,
I was looking at that too.
Yeah, the first time I interviewed Pac, actually, it was interesting. It was a clever idea we came up with, I'd like to say. He was filming the movie Juice. So they were in New York shooting, and we decided, let's interview him on the set. I did a cameo in the movie Juice as well. I'm actually playing myself, like I'm covering that big DJ battle going on. And then I interviewed Tupac, and then we wait to air that when the film drops. So we now have, here's a look at Tupac on the set, and, here's the thing, and you'll go and see him in the film. But I interviewed Pac several times, and a lot of the pivotal people that define the kind of greatest era of hip hop made their television debut, national television debut on Yo MTV Raps. So a lot of special memories.
Now, Dr. Brandon McNeil and Jasmine, I'm going to ask both of y'all, do you remember the first hip hop song you ever heard?
Ooh, I think the first one that I remember really knowing was going to be Salt and Pepper's Push It. That one for me was like, okay, I've got that down pat.
Okay.
What about you, Jasmine?
Okay. LL Cool J, I Need Love.
Really?
Yeah.
That feels later. I know.
That's my truth.
Yeah.
That's my hip hop
You
truth.
said Salt and Pepper. You know what's crazy? When I was young, I remember they had, when they were like Sandy Doe, and they did a diss song, right, to the UTFO crew. You remember that? And that was way early on, because Push It was a little later, and Tramp. I remember
Tramp.
really,
I remember
really
Tramp.
young.
Yeah.
What you call me?
Tramp. And I remember the video, and they had tramps right across the guys' faces.
Yeah.
You know, I remember Supersonic.
Oh, JJ Fad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something about that Supersonic record.
Mm-hmm.
Ice Cube wrote that entire album.
He
Really?
did?
Yes.
Ice Cube?
Ice Cube.
That's hilarious. I had no idea.
I did the same thing, and it was Jerry Heller, the head of Ruthless Records, told me that. And I'm like, wait, I did like a double take and had to ask him like twice. But that's the skills of a writer.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I can
write for women.
I was just watching that video the other day.
Supersonic?
Yes. Because that video was, and then when she was rapping real fast. That was it.
So I guess Ice Cube wrote that too.
Yes, he put it all together for them, which was pretty incredible to think about that at that time.
We're talking to Dr. Brandon McNeil from the New York Public Library and the legendary Fab Five Freddy. So for you, Fab Five Freddy, since you go way back in this, right?
Yeah.
Do you even remember the first time you were like, this is a real thing? Because I know when hip hop first started, after disco, everybody was like, this is a fad. This is not going anywhere. This is not going to be something that's going to be sustainable. And people didn't take it seriously.
That's true. They didn't. And being that I had made some significant moves early on, like around hip hop's first film, Wild Style, when I would do early press, they would all ask, how long do I think it's going to last? This is a fad, a
50
trend.
years at least.
And a lot of people felt that. I definitely didn't. I could not have imagined hip hop would be around for so long and so dominant. But in thinking about that, I realized how deep those roots went. I think that's the amazing thing, and how this went to countries all around the world.
I remember I was watching recently also David Bowie. Remember that MTV interview where...
Yeah.
It occurred to me, having watched MTV over the last few months, I'm just floored by the fact that there's so few black artists featured on it. Why is that?
I think that we're trying to move in that direction. We want to play artists that seem to be doing music that fits into what we want to play for MTV. The company is thinking in terms of narrow casting.
It's evident in the fact that the only few black artists that one does see are on about 2:30 in the morning.
That interview he did, there's a couple of David Bowie, I was a big David Bowie fan, by the way, but that literally seeing the interview when he's talking to one of the MTV VJs and asking them why they don't play black music, and the MTV guy didn't have a good answer
at all.
And
it was awful.
David Bowie drilled in, and you could feel how awkward he felt because it was really no good reason.
Right.
And that was just a few years before Yo MTV Raps happened. So that indirectly influenced, like, we need to make a move, which was a very radical move because way ahead of BET, MTV put a rap show on the air, and the ratings instantly became the highest ratings on the channel. MTV was trying to mimic what radio was doing at that time. And so radio in America, in some cases still is, but it was very segregated at the time. So if you were a black artist, no matter what kind of music you made, you were considered urban dance or urban or soul or funk or one of those other categories, never pop. And so they mimicked that in terms of only playing what was on pop charts, pop radio.
And there's a lot of rock too. I feel like they played a lot of rock music. Yeah,
a lot of rock, a lot of stuff out of England. And it was Michael Jackson's label that pressured them. They said, man, if you don't play this Billie Jean and whatever, we're going to pull all the other acts, which included Bruce Springsteen and a bunch of other acts. We're going to pull them off of the label and make it a real glaring fact.
Because how do you not do Thriller? Remember when Thriller came out? That was a literal movie.
Yeah,
it really was. And it changed the whole nature of video making, and MTV blew up. You know, the ratings went through the roof again and again and again. So that all played a significant part in breaking those walls down, making change.
All right. Well, Fab Five Freddy is here with us. So is Dr. Brandon McNeil from the New York Public Library. We'll be back with some more. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Back and I'm back at it. You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and happy 50th anniversary of hip hop. And I'm here with Jasmine Brand. We are talking to the legend, Fab Five Freddy, alongside Dr. Brandon McNeil from the New York Public Library. What did you think you were going to do in your life, like before all this happened and you became a host?
Wow.
Because that's not something you could have ever envisioned for yourself. What did your parents think you were going to be? Like, what did you think?
That's a very good question. So I was always a smart kid, but I didn't do well in school. So the disciplinary aspects of school didn't work well for me. But I was always in books and in the library. And a part of how I became an artist, I was just sharing with her, was I don't recommend cutting school, but I would do a fair share of cutting school. But I would I would go to different museums and libraries in the city just on an exploratory tip. I'd get my little bus subway pass and go to the main branch of the New York Public Library, the Schwartzman Building. I'd go to the Metropolitan Museum. So I got very comfortable with
self-taught.
Yeah,
right.
Essentially. And so the idea of making art, being an artist, it all became something big in my mind. And then I began to figure out, well, how could I make moves and get myself into this space, which was not anything typical for a young black kid, barely 2021, to figure out how to get into the art world. But making the moves that I made, connecting with people on the downtown scene, punk rock, new wave, Blondie, people that were doing things in culture, like heard my ideas and they said, we like what this is, we like the way this sounds, come on and let's make it happen. So
Isn't it amazing to have lived your life doing the things that you care about and you're passionate about?
Oh yeah, it's been a blessing. It's
That
been
is.
truly a blessing, and the way you phrased it, just to do the things that I love and I care about, and to be able to pay the bills, it's been special.
Like truly like a cultural icon for us. And I do really appreciate you for coming through. Dr. Brandy McNeil, I don't know if you guys let people know again, where can they find out information? How can they get this Wild Style limited edition library card?
You can go to nypl.org/hip-hop.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great.
Yeah,
and
thanks so
Fat Five
much.
Freddy, I mean, can you post some more on Instagram, please? We need you to.
I will post a little bit more.
You
Just
got
for you,
so
Angela.
many great things that people need to see.
I'm bringing it to you. I'm also in early stages of working on my memoir. I've got a collaborator I'm going to work with, and so I've got a lot I want to lay it out in detail. It might even need to be a 2-volume memoir.
I can't even imagine.
I got some stories to tell.
And I just want to ask you one last thing. How important, since we're talking about history here, do you think it is now for these artists, these younger artists, to know their history? Because some of them feel like, we're doing our own thing, it's evolved, and leave us alone and just support what the next generation is doing. But sometimes you feel like, look, at least know what came before you. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's exactly right. Artists should know, and it's so easy. I was one of those kids that spent a lot of time at the library. So back in that era, if you wanted to learn about what happened in previous eras, you went to books. Some libraries had records that you could take out, put the headphones on, and listen to. This era of kids, all of this information, everything that happened is
easy.
just a few clicks away. And it's important to understand that so that you can know where we've been when that fork in the road comes up in your life, in your young life. You can see which way to go and how to navigate. GPS is even a few clicks away.
Yeah, that right.
There's so many tools. There's really no excuse, to not be on your game and understand some of this history. And it's a lot of fun too.
Yeah, some of my favorite artists are the ones that you can tell that they have been inspired by just some of the older artists and the artists that came before them.
Absolutely. That's really important.
That's why it's so important at the library about the banned books, right? To make sure that people can get access to the history.
Great point. There's some crazy people in different parts of the country that literally are trying to ban books, ban education.
Can people
ban
from Florida get a New York Public Library card?
No.
No. They can't come here and go to the library?
They can.
Okay.
Yeah, they can definitely come here and do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can they come here?
They
Get some access?
sure
We got you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, got you, Florida.
Angela Yee, Jasmine Brand in the building.
See, he's so good at this.
He is. I mean, he's a pro,
He's our
so
host,
yeah.
Well, thank you, Fat Five Freddy. We
Thank
really
you.
do appreciate you, Dr. Brandy McNeil. Always
Thank
appreciate you
you.
too. Thank you. And when we come back, we have Ask Yee. That's when you guys get to call in 800-292-5150 and ask any question you want, and we are here to help. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Everybody access. Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
You should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and the award-winning advice giver Mano is here.
Yes, that is it. That is me.
And Finesse Mitchell, the author who can actually help all women out.
Yeah.
Okay, Finesse Mitchell's here, and we have an anonymous caller who needs some help. Hello.
Hi, G.
How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. What do you need some help with today?
So, I recently just had a fallout with my best friend for 7 years. I ended up finding out that she was talking to my ex-boyfriend, trying to sleep with him while we were on a break. And I cut her off because of that. And now I kind of miss her. And I don't know if I was petty and overreacting, but I found out through a third party that it happened. So she apologized, but...
Is it confirmed that she actually tried to sleep with him?
She apologized.
Yes, because she told me. So I confronted her about it, and she told me that, oh, yeah, I didn't think we were actually going to do anything.
Listen, girl, some people do not need to be in your life. And somebody that would try to sleep with your ex behind your back is pretty much one of those people.
Is she with him right now?
No, they're not together, but the thing is, she has another friend that has done that to her before.
Oh, so she has trauma.
But she got mad at me because she said I cut her off over a guy. I was bogus for that.
Would you have been open to sleeping to allow her to sleep with him with you?
Oh, my God, man.
Oh, no, absolutely not. No, I don't. Like,
wouldn't have been open for that?
Don't even listen to me now.
You said that you miss her, right?
I do miss her, but I don't know if I miss her because it's like I'm kind of lonely right now. Like, I just graduated college.
Has she reached out to you and said she missed you?
She did reach out to me, and she did apologize, but I just feel like she's apologizing because she got caught, not that she's actually...
Listen, if the dude ain't in the picture no more and she ain't talking to him, and you miss her, then go be friends with her. Just don't bring more dudes around her.
Unless you want to share your dude.
Unless you want to share your dude.
But is that a real... If I have to, like, take those kind of precautions.
That's not a real friendship. Here's my thing,
What if that was a moment in weakness, though, for her? Maybe that ain't who she is.
If it was a moment in weakness, I should have came to you. I should have came to you instead of getting caught. And
she said she came to her and apologized.
No, what happened was one of her friends told. That's the only reason she even knew. And then when she confronted her about it, she apologized. My whole thing is that I have come to a point in my life where I feel like I can't afford to be friends with people who are not really my friends. I value my friendships, and if I can't trust you around my man, if I don't believe that you have my best interests, in your heart, it's too easy to not do something like that. And this is a warning sign. Now, if she does something like this again, then it's only your own fault for allowing that to happen. I just feel like I don't have time for somebody that I can't leave my man around. If I can't leave my man around you, we're not really friends.
I feel you. Or you can get rid of the girl who actually snitched on the other girl because she breaking up friendships.
And maybe she want to join in.
I don't know, because we all have a friend group, and like everybody stopped being friends with the girl that I'm talking about. So I was the last person to stop being friends with her. So she's cool with everybody else.
Yeah, she flawed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She flawed.
That's just
and
her.
that's going to be too much for you. Like, don't even do that. It's been 7 years of friendship. We can, if I see you, nice to see you, keep it moving. I don't think you need to allow that in your life. And that's something that you can't be friends with somebody you don't trust, period.
So all jokes aside, life is long. Find new friends. We can all find new friends.
At least you still have your friend group.
Yeah,
Right, you see,
you're still in the group.
You found a new man, right?
No, but like...
Because Mano is having lunch at... What time you having lunch later?
I'm focused on... I'm getting ready to go to law school, so I'm more so focused on that than having a boyfriend.
Focus on yourself. That's right.
Yes, get your degree and then sue her. All right?
Sue her.
No, I'm kidding. I don't know. All right, well, thank you for calling. Good luck, okay?
Thank you.
All right, well, that was Ask Ye, 800-292-5150. In case you couldn't get through, you can always ask us a question on the voicemail, and we'll answer that for you. And when we come back, of course, you guys have the last word. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Mano is here.
Yeah.
And my other guy, Vanessa Mitchell, is here.
Yes, I am. Thank
Finesse,
you, Angela.
you're here all weekend, by the way, in West Nyack.
West Nyack at Levity Live Comedy Club, New York City, surrounding areas. Y'all need to get to a good comedy show this weekend. Finesse Mitchell, your best bet. I'm in town. BET Comedy View, SNL, all that.
It's your show. You got openers and all that?
I got some openers. I got somebody recording it. I might blast on you and put you on my social media since
Friday,
that's what's trending
Saturday,
right now.
Sunday.
Two shows Friday, 7:30, 9:30. 2 shows Saturday, 7 o'clock and 9:45, and then 7 p.m. on Sunday.
All right, and it's not that far because I was looking at it's like 45 minutes from where we are right now in Manhattan. So that's a good listen.
Yeah.
Comedy shows are always a great date night.
I love
great
comedy.
date night.
I love. You ever did Caroline's over here?
Yes, definitely. Back in my SNL days, I used to do Caroline's.
It's sad that Caroline's is gone.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's a
good.
sad thing. I've been going
Legends.
to Caroline's since I don't know how long.
Yeah.
But it's also the 50th anniversary of hip hop, and support Finesse. He's also a hip hop artist.
Yeah, I used to DJ. Some of y'all might have heard of me. They called me Lord Finesse.
Yeah, Lord Finesse.
Back in the day. Then I switched over to comedy.
Yeah.
I've just met Lord Finesse in LA for the first time, and we had a conversation about
the name
so
Finesse?
you Finesse the comedian. I said, you the DJ. Man, you know how many people used to so yeah.
And I don't know if you want to say this, but we're also celebrating today.
What we celebrating?
Last night.
Last night I just finished my script. It's an urban comedy. It's super dope. I'm writing the next new Love Jones with a twist. So I'm excited about that.
He said Fade to Black.
Fade to Black happened last night in West Nyack in that hotel room.
I love that.
So yeah.
All right, and Mano,
What's happening?
you gonna save these streets this
It's
weekend?
Hustle Hard Weekend. We doing it big tonight. Starting tonight, we got a bowling party, and then shout out to Trav. Happy birthday to him. Then we got a cookout tomorrow, and then we got some festivities at Chelsea House.
Okay.
And we got this Hustle Hard Weekend, 2nd annual.
I need to come through and bowl my 162.
Oh, okay.
162?
So you're
Yeah.
coming second after me. All right, cool.
That's around my average, 140
That's
something to
good, by the
160.
way.
So that's amazing.
That's a
not
really
bad.
great average.
It's not bad.
It's not 300, but it's good.
You're not doing 300.
All right, well, you guys, be safe. Happy 50th anniversary of hip hop. Thanks again to Fab Five Freddy for coming through, to Dr. Brandon McNeil from the New York Public Library, and as usual, you guys have the last word.
Man, that guy got the wrong card, man. Somebody put sugar in my tank. This dude got my card, man. I need his contact info. Call me back.
Hey, this is Derek out of Oklahoma, and I'm listening to yesterday's episode or whatever, and y'all talking about greatest albums of all time. And just regionally out of Oklahoma, my brother had us listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony, and y'all got to say the Art of War album. That was a double disc album. It had collaborations with both Biggie and Pac. Also, shout out to my old lady, Ebony. Okay, she's not old lady, but that's my woman. That's my baby. I love her. See you later, babe.
Hey, it's Ebony, and I want to shine a light out on my mom. She just beat breast cancer, and we are so blessed. And I also want to shine a light on my sister. She's always there. My sissy boo, I love you.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.